The Cale
and
Zack
Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and welcome to the...
Well, we're starting right now.
Yeah, may as well. Welcome to the first episode of the Cale Zack Podcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm
Yeah.
Cale.
I'm Zach.
Cool.
And, yeah.
First segment.
Yes.
Since we're new to podcasting, we don't know what we're doing. ChatGPT.
Oh,
New OpenAI segment.
bang.
What is it? OpenAI.
OpenAI? Yeah, it's just
It's like a language machine AI programming thing.
Yeah, that's like developing more and more as people use it. And it was the first website, I'm pretty sure, to hit like 1 million users in the shortest span. I believe.
That sounds fun.
I believe.
I
That
thought-
might be bullshit, but I'm pretty sure it is, I
All right. So for this, I've got ChatGPT, the AI, to write a script for us.
know. That does sound good.
Because we don't know what we're doing, we don't know what we're talking about. Here is your one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's just script one. I'm highlighted. You're there.
On the gap.
Let's begin.
Okay.
Script one, ChatGPT segment. Oh my god.
For a radio
wind.
studio.
Yeah, intro for a radio studio.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm up first.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to the Cale and Zack Podcast, where we bring you laughter, jokes, and just a whole bunch of fun.
That's right, Cale. We're here to make your day a little brighter and help you forget about the world's problems, at least for a little while.
So Zack, what's the joke of the day?
Well, I've got one for you. Why did the tomato turn red?
I don't know. Why?
Because it saw the salad dressing. Classic.
That's a good one, Zack.
That is... Oh, thank you. I didn't realise that was part of it. Thanks, Cale. But let's not jokes. Just stick to jokes. Let's get some interesting topics.
You're right. So, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
That's a tough one. But I'd have to say it's probably the time I tried fried crickets.
Fried crickets! That's gross.
Yeah, I know. But it's all about trying new things, right?
I guess so. Well, I'll stick to my pizza and burgers, thank you very much.
Oh, suit yourself. Cale, but let's talk about something a little more lighthearted.
Oh, changing subject again.
Have you heard about the new trend of people dressing up their pets as celebrities?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures online, and it's hilarious. I saw one of a pug dressed as Elvis Presley.
That's classic. I also saw one of a cat dressed as Beyonce. It's just too good.
I agree. So what do you think of the latest fashion trend, wearing pajamas in public?
Ugh, I'm all for it. Who wants to waste time dressing in the morning when you can just wear pajamas all day?
Ugh.
Ugh.
It's classic. Exactly. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Cale and Zack Podcast.
We'll be back next week for more laughs and fun.
Until then, keep smiling. And don't forget to try that new food, even if it's fried crickets.
Bye, everyone.
End
What
of script. End of script one.
What is
Don't keep looking. End of script
Oh,
one.
okay.
They hit you with a lot of the punchlines. I think they just think that laughing, if you put laughing in brackets, it makes it a joke
I think-
before every sentence.
Well, I don't seem... They think that everything was funny as well.
That's what I'm saying. They put laughing in front of
Wait,
every
what is
sentence.
this?
You just said good. I just said we'll be back next week, and you laughed at it.
I know. It's a funny statement.
Yeah.
It won't be. Wait, what is this?
So then I thought, for that, all I wrote down for that script one was write a comedic podcast segment for a podcast named the Cale and Zack Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought, I'd spice it up a bit.
Oh my god, this is... Wait a second.
I'd spice it up a bit. I wanted an interesting script that would get us going viral. So I thought maybe we could make Zack a bit more of a pervert.
Make Zack a loser.
And unfortunately, it responded,
"I'm
I'm sorry,
sorry,
I cannot
cannot
generate
generate
inappropriate or offensive content.
Good.
This goes against OpenAI's policy and ethical guidelines for responsible AI development."
Good.
So they would
See?
not make you a pervert.
At least I had my back.
And then I thought, you know what? They're right. That is offensive. Let's just make Zack a loser. A bit of a nerd, bit of a loser. And they still would not. It
Oh
said, I'm
my
sorry, I
God.
cannot generate content that insults or demeans an individual or group. It is not demeaning. It's just a fact.
It's just a fact. That's...
So then, for the next script, I did something.
Oh my
a
god,
little
I have to do it for everything. Holy shit.
People may not know, but Zach, he is of Trinidad and Tobago descent. He is a Trini, which isn't offensive. I thought it was.
It's a colloquial
It
term.
is the term. Look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah, the Trinis.
So, I thought for script 2, we would make Zach into a whimsical Caribbean character. Let's begin.
Oh, I love how it's even changed the text. What the?
Alright. Welcome everyone. Script 2. Welcome everyone to the Cale and Zack Podcast, where we bring you laughter, jokes, and just a whole bunch of fun.
Yes, man. We're here to bring sunshine to your day.
I can't.
Even if it's raining outdoors.
I just want to specify, it tells Zach to do it in a Caribbean accent.
Brackets. In a Caribbean accent.
That's right, Zach. You're always so cheerful. So what's the joke of the day?
Well, me have one for you. Why did the Jamaican man cross the road?
I don't know. Why?
To get to the rum bar.
That's a good one. It seems offensive, but it's good.
Glad you like it, man. But let's not just stick to joke. Wait, it's the exact same thing. Let's get into some interesting topics.
You're right. So what's the most amazing thing you've ever seen in the Caribbean?
That's an easy one. It's the beautiful sunsets over the Caribbean Sea. It's simply breathtaking. I sound Indian.
It's not a good... It's your heritage.
I know.
You gotta do a better job.
I know. I'm so sorry for everyone.
Wow. Wow. That does sound amazing.
It is, mon. And let's not forget the music and the dancing. The Caribbean is home to reggae, soca, and calypso.
Oh. That's true, Zach. You sure know how to bring the party.
I'm always ready for a good time, man. So let's get up and dance.
I don't think this is the right place for that, Zach.
Oh, come on, man. Live a little.
Well, that's it for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Cale and Zack Podcast.
We'll be back next week for more laughter and good vibes.
Until then, keep smiling and don't forget to visit the Caribbean.
This is so bad. Farewell, man. And always remember, keep the rhythm in your heart.
That's the end. The end.
It knows.
I thought it said it wasn't allowed to do offensive things.
Yeah.
That seems just...
that is horrible. I do apologize.
That was just every Caribbean
I
stereotype.
apologize to
Let's
all
go
my
to the rum
ancestors.
bar. Get up and dance, man. The rhythm's in your heart.
Oh no. I've just done my ancestors so dirty.
Calypso's dancing on with me, man. Let's get to the rum bar.
Calypso?
End it.
Ding.
That's the end.
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding.
The next segment.
So, today me and Cale were walking about, finding some gear.
Yeah, man.
And
Sorry.
and I
I
sprung
thought
upon him
ChatGPT
an
was
idea
still
that
in
I
this.
had. And it was about, if you had to live on a box the
Okay.
size of, let's say, this esky right here. So you had to
What's-
live on it for an
You just sit on it. Or
No,
stand.
you had to live on it.
No, but, like, you
stand,
can't-
sit, lie
can't
down.
really-
It's like, imagine this is at the top of like a really tall pole. So you
Mhm.
can't but you can't get down, you die.
Alright.
And you have to, someone comes up to you out of the blue and says, I want you to live on top of this box. We'll feed you every day.
What do they feed it?
They feed you just plain rice and mince. No flavoring.
Oh, okay.
That's it for an entire year.
Mm-hmm.
What sum of money would you start considering that for?
An entire... But you couldn't sleep. And you're strapped in.
You can sleep.
You're strapped in?
Yeah, you're like strapped on. So you can't like...
Can you open
Yeah.
the esky and there's like goodies inside?
Well, let's make it a bit bigger. Like, because I want you to be able to like sleep. But like not comfortably.
Like a bench.
Let's make it not this, but like to my knee. So
Okay,
about
like a
like...
bench.
Like, let's say... Yeah, a bench. Let's say a meter and a half.
What's some of money? Am I getting like famous after? People will be like, whoa, this guy was on a bench for 1 year. Just off mince and rice. Or is it just
No,
like,
it's
am I
just-
like the
let-
David Blaine
Let's do...
of bench riding?
No. Yeah, let's do that. You mean David Blaine.
So you
bench
become like
riding.
David Blaine?
Yeah, you become... Well, no, not like that, because it's not a feat. Like, someone's paid you to do it. Like,
David Blaine gets paid?
Yeah, no, but they like... He does it himself. This is like someone went, I know this is going to be a torturous for you,
Oh.
but I want to know what the amount of money is that you're willing.
So it's just like an evil, benevolent billionaire.
Okay, let's say
Say
Mr. Beast comes.
Mr. Beast
Says, I have a challenge for you.
Yeah.
Year-long challenge.
He's fixing my eyesight and then helping me out.
And then he's helping you out. And then he goes, I will give you a sum of cash to what amount you will bespoke.
So just whatever I ask for? $1 billion?
But he can say no.
Okay. Will he say no?
No, but like, what's the cheapest you'd go?
The cheapest?
Yeah.
For a whole year?
A year.
Well, it'd have to be worth it. You get so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think it would affect the rest of your life.
Are people doing like games for you, or are you just bored up in the sky?
No, you're just up in the sky.
Any like, what if it rains?
Well, okay. Let's pick a setting. Let's say you are. Well, they like someone will hand you all the equipment you need to survive. Like they won't let you die.
So it's like.
But it will be torturous.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be like nice. Like you would be getting sunburn every day, unless you like.
Well, what if he hands me sunscreen?
Well, you can do that if he's feeling nice.
Okay,
generous. Cool. But I doubt that he will. You might have to like cover yourself in clothes. It'll be really warm. Let's say you're in. I
reckon I'd do it. It would have to be
let's say right here in the park.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a sum of money, where it's like worth it.
That's
where
what
you
I
wouldn't
mean.
have to do a lot
But
after.
what is the worth it?
15 million.
15 mil.
Yeah.
I was in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
I said 20.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. 5 mil off. Very close. But yeah, I just feel like, because I think it would affect you for the rest of your life.
Probably. That's probably where Mr. Beast is going. His next step.
Yeah.
Pinning people on poles.
Torturous events that people get to watch for fun. Yeah, because like what?
How long can this guy survive?
You
being
will have
crucified?
back problems.
Mm.
You will no doubt lose weight.
Well, how much food
They're just feeding you enough to survive.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't be eating like a lot. You'd eat 3 meals a day. Rice and mince.
And like, are they nice people? Or like, are they just mean? Big meanies?
Well, let's say they give you, say they give you food as a constant, right? 3 meals a day.
Yummy.
Let's say they give you unlimited water, because you need that.
Hell yeah. Can you piss on them? Can you pee on them from off the thing?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do what you want. Let's say like you were here, but you were like 20 meters up.
Okay.
And then you were tied by like a harness around your waist.
Yeah.
So you can't jump off. And then let's say they gave you, and like let's say this thing like had hooks on it. You had a rain jacket.
Yeah. I don't know. A year is so long.
A rain jacket, a jumper. Pants.
Yeah.
Like trackies.
Yeah.
Shirt. And that's all you get.
A year's so long. Like.
Oh, it's a
I think I could do it for like 5 days. And then
for how much would you do it for 5 days?
How much?
Yeah.
Well, 15 million. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, like, it's a year.
That's too long.
It's crazy.
You'd die.
No, you wouldn't die.
Well, you would.
I
wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. It would be torturous, but.
Depends. It's all about mindset.
It is. But then I was like, you could just meditate. Maybe, what happens if they gave you unlimited amount of books?
Like a monk.
What happens if they gave you books?
What happens if for a year beforehand, you trained in the mountains as a monk?
But that's doing the same thing. Like, why wouldn't you just do it
on
the
and then
pole?
you do it on a pole.
But why wouldn't you just do it on the pole to start with?
Because then you're already good at training.
Then you're like ruining 2 years of your life. Instead of, not saying that monks are ruining their years.
Whoa.
Hey, actually, they're all on meth apparently in Thailand. So
I have heard that.
That is the news. Yeah, they did a test at a temple, and all the monks in Thailand were on methamphetamine.
They must get a lot done, or nothing done.
Nothing done. They just had it to pass the time, I'm assuming.
Monks on meth.
Yeah, that was crazy fact. But yeah, so you don't think you would do it?
For a year? No way.
But okay, you can increase the price. You can increase the price. What about 50 mil?
50 mil?
50 mil for a year?
Nah.
A 50 mil year is an insane...
I feel like you don't.
Yeah. But you wouldn't.
I'd just get bored.
Yeah, you would get bored.
And then I'd be like, is 50 million even worth it?
So you're saying 50 mil isn't worth a year of discomfort?
Nah.
Really?
Not
what
for
about
me.
100 mil?
I'm a rise and grind type of guy. I'll make that in a year.
You can do push-ups on it if you really want.
I have that Sigma mindset.
Sigma mindset. Jesus. Yeah. So you just wouldn't do it?
Well, nah. No.
But what's an amount that you would do it for?
$1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
And you would do it?
Probably.
What do you mean probably?
Well, I don't know.
If someone came right now...
I feel like I'd get started and then I'd just be like, ugh, like,
you can't get off
work.
though. You're stuck.
Yeah, I feel like it's too much work. I'd jump.
You can't.
There's
You're
a rope.
attached. You're attached to it. On a chain. So you'd be chained to the thing for $1 billion.
Wait, so you can't even, like, you can't tap out?
Nah.
I'd jump. There's no way.
Fair enough. That is gold. Fair enough. But $1 billion, you wouldn't do it.
You keep asking me. I'd start doing it.
I know.
And I think I just think I'd just be like, nah, too hard. Not worth it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
Ding.
But the intro music.
I was just a small boy.
All right. And we are.
All right, and we're back. So, first podcast episode. We are going to explain the story of how we first met.
Yes.
For those that don't know, we went to school together. Can we say the school? We can say it.
No, we can't.
No, we can't?
We're not allowed to.
Okay.
We
went to
high school
all
together.
boys school together.
Yeah.
From, what year did you come in?
I came in year 7.
I was there year 7 as well.
Yeah.
We went from year 7 to year 12 together.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we ever spoke until, we might have spoken.
We may have.
I knew of you until year 10.
Year 10.
Year 10 English.
I don't want to be an arsehole, but I genuinely don't remember when we met.
Well, no, I don't. Well, year 10 English, we're in the same class.
We were in the same class. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had Mr. Winters.
Yeah,
well, let's just call him Mr. Winters.
Yeah,
we don't
call
know
him Mr.
that.
Winters. I don't know his real name, to be honest. I forgot it. It's been so long.
Chris. Let's just say it's Chris.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
we're calling this teacher.
We'll call him Chris Winters.
Chris Winters. Lives at 33 Tweedale Road.
He does indeed. All right. Okay. So
no, we were in English. You sat in a different spot. You'd always get pens thrown at you.
Yeah, I sat in the corner by the window.
You're just a bad boy.
No, I just couldn't pay attention.
I was a good boy.
Yeah, you were. Cale was a gimp.
Well, that is offensive.
And I was thriving, looking out the window, looking at nature, having a good old time. And then I used to get a bunch of whiteboard pens thrown at me.
We never spoke that whole year, even though we're in the same class.
I don't think we did.
We weren't friends.
No.
I looked at him.
We must have spoken.
I looked at him and I saw a loser. Good thing you've changed, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we didn't speak until... Can we even say what it was? The game that
we can say
ignited our friendship.
Yeah, it was COD.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
It was Fortnite.
Was it Fortnite?
Yeah, it was Fortnite.
Oh, shit.
I got onto Fortnite with a mutual friend of ours.
Oh, my God. We did. It was Fortnite.
And then he goes, hey,
oh,
is it okay if my friend Zach joins us? And I was like, Zach who? And he goes, Zach Watkins? And I was like, yeah.
And then,
sure,
yeah.
whatever. That loser can join. And then
I joined, and Cale soon realised that I was a lot better than our other mutual friend. And then
Joel.
Yeah, Joel, because he was shit. And we were both elite.
And then we blossomed.
Like
a flower in the spring.
We did.
Intertwining. A friendship ignites.
With it, yeah, from there it sparked off, really. It was just
And then we hung out at school.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We just talked a lot of shit.
Zach was nervous the first day he approached me at school. I mean, I was a cool kid.
This is terrible.
I was a cool kid.
You were setting this up to be so bad. And then we were roommates. This is terrible. Can't do that. No, we were friends. And then we became the two guys that chatted shit all of high school, basically, for the rest of it. We were known as the shit talkers. Cale was.
You started a
fight. I
I
was just frankly very good at talking smack.
So he used to get people to attack me.
No, I was friendly, and everyone thought Cale was a shit talker.
Everyone loved me.
No.
I was known as Cale the Cool.
Cale the Cool. No. Yeah, I did.
I was just a cool guy, easy going, just vibing. Just chill.
Just vibing, instigating fights. Getting clawed in the face.
I got clawed because of you. Let's tell that story.
Okay, so Cale, the little shit that he is, was annoying people.
No. So sometimes people know at recess and lunch it gets a bit boring. You're having like a bready meal. A roll or something. Sometimes people talking, it gets a bit bored. You just pick off a tiny bit and you just throw it and just try to get it down their shirt collar. It's just a bit of fun.
Harmless fun.
We love to have fun. Zach did it. I did it. I mean, we're just two friends who love to have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
creating some entertainment.
It was annoying this one dude. And I saw it. I saw it in his eyes and I was like, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it anymore. And I did. And I turned around and I started talking to other friends. And then
out of the blue,
unbeknownst to me.
This is me. This is my part.
Zach takes over.
I came in. So I've been witnessing Cale harassing people, basically, for the entirety of the lunch had started. I reckon, like, 10 minutes went past. He's just going ham, basically not eating at this point, just throwing away his bread. So then he kept on going, and other friend, he was getting angry, and I could see it in his eyes. He was almost on the verge of snapping. And then me, the clever man I am, and I went, "Hey guys, you want to watch something funny?"
Yeah.
Grabbed a bit of bread, pegged it at the back of his neck, turned around.
I thought it was a Lamington.
No.
Oh,
it might have been a Lamington.
I think it was a Lamington.
Oh, that seems a bit abusive.
Well, you are abusive.
It wasn't a full Lamington.
No.
It would have been like a piece of a Lamington. Yeah, I'm not mean. So then this man turns around with absolute fury in his eyes.
And someone, I remember, I was talking to my friend, and someone like shouts out a warning to me, like a go, watch out. And I just turn around and I'm like, what? And I see this man approaching me.
It was malicious.
With the craziest eyes anyone's ever seen. Just demon eyes. And like you can't even recreate it because you don't have, like, no one has that fire inside them.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like a demon had
possessed him,
enveloped him and possessed him, and he had the fire in his eyes just walking at me. So I immediate panic because you never see someone look like that. And I was eating cookies at that time, and I was like, oh my god. And he's like probably where you are now. I could see he was coming for me,
charging. So
I thought the best idea to throw him off. I didn't realize why he was angry at the time. I thought the best idea to throw him off was rapid fire my cookies at him. And so he's coming at me, so I rapid fire the cookies to try, like, I thought it would stun him or something, I don't know.
No.
And like throw him off.
It just increased his anger.
It increased his anger, and he reached out.
Do you know what it also did? It like definitely like solidified that it was you that threw it. He definitely turned around and was like, was it him?
It wasn't me.
You threw more stuff at him, and he went,
I was just in a panic. And then he just went for me. And I didn't try to fight him back. I was just stiff arm, hold arm out. And then he clawed me. He clawed my neck.
Clawed him in the neck. And you're bleeding.
Huh?
You were bleeding.
I was bleeding.
Yeah.
It looked like I'd been attacked by like a wolf.
Yeah, it was quite funny. Yeah. And then I was standing around with a few of my friends, and I was pissing myself laughing. Just the funniest thing ever. Yeah. And everyone knew that it was me besides
and no one told him. He still doesn't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he still knows.
No, he does know. He does. He definitely knows.
Well, good.
He probably actually knows.
You probably name sullied.
No, because you've definitely seen him since. He definitely said something to you. And then you said it was me. And then he came up to me and asked if it was me. And I definitely denied it. So he probably still thinks it was you.
Probably.
So if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
I'm not. Ding.
Ding. Ding-a-ling-ding-ding. Oh, yeah. So this is a story for the ages. Cale tried to kill me.
Well, I didn't try to kill you.
You did?
Well.
So I was a surf virgin. Never surfed before, but I've been doing...
I took his cherry.
That's horrible. I've been doing...
Your surf cherry. Your surf
cherry. Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah. But I've been doing water sports for most of my life.
You're a water baby.
Skateboarded.
You were waterboarded as a baby.
So, yeah. So I thought I'd be decent.
Yeah.
Which I am. But Cale was
at
just
what? Surfing me.
Yeah, I'm an elite. I'm an athlete now.
Well, not really.
Yeah, not really at all.
My dad lent me his longboard.
Yeah.
Mini Mal. For those that don't know,
was it
surfing?
Mini Mal? It was the Mini Mal.
Yeah, it was Mini Mal.
Yeah.
When you first learn to surf, you want to learn on a really big board because they're more stable, easier to get up, and it's just a lot easier. You also want to learn in the whitewash, so you don't want to go on the big blue face of the wave. You just want to be in the whitewash and just get the basics of how to stand up.
And I denied.
We went. I think it was in an afternoon.
Yeah.
We went to Trig.
Yeah.
Beach.
I also denied the big surfboard thing because you said I should go on a foamy.
Yeah, well, you don't want fiberglass straight away. You want foamy.
Well, I don't know why I didn't believe in that.
Zach was in his head.
Yeah.
That he was better than he was.
Yeah.
And he learnt. He learnt quickly.
The hard way.
And then I think it was afternoon.
Trig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beach break.
Yeah.
Big.
I don't know if it was big.
It was fairly decent.
Big for someone who's never surfed before.
Big for someone on a longboard trying to get out.
I remember telling you what I'd said all before. Yeah. And then I remember I paddled out. And all of a sudden, you were next to me. I was like, I don't think you want to be out here.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just didn't feel like sitting in the whitewash catching waves.
Yeah.
Also, like, no, Trig, it was weird. It was a semi-big day. It wasn't like a big day, but it was like big enough to where I ended up struggling to survive.
Well, you got dragged down the beach.
Yeah, I did.
I remember looking at the sunset going, wow, what a day. here with my friend popping his cherry, and I looked to your surf cherry.
Surf cherry, yeah.
And then I looked to the right or the left or whatever, and I see Zach probably about, I reckon, like 60 meters down the beach.
100%.
Just struggling.
Yeah. Well, so I was determined to get out.
Caught in a rip.
And Cale also taught me how to turtle roll.
Eskimo roll.
Eskimo roll, sorry.
Also known as turtle. I don't know. Could be known as turtle.
Just roll.
That's
basically.
just where longboard is too big to duck dive because it's so buoyant. So you just roll it over.
And it doesn't do jack shit for you.
Yeah. I don't know what
so basically, every time you try to go out and a wave hits you, you get pushed back. And then you just keep doing that until you get through. Yeah. And it sucks. And basically, I spent like 45 minutes
drowning,
getting out. And then I finally got out. And I remember I made it to you.
Yeah.
And then I was dead and my shoulders were sore.
Yeah.
And I was panting and I was chilling. And then I was trying to get Cale to help me understand how to catch a wave. Because I was like, how do I do this? And he basically...
You just stand up.
Yeah, no. But like, you basically like pointing out,
Basic
like, a wave's going to form there. Swim that way. Get on it. Get on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Happy days. And then Cale caught a few waves. I was still dying. So I stayed out for probably 15 minutes. I didn't do anything. I was just lying there, dying. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to try to catch a wave. Thought I was in an optimal position.
Right.
And then I remember a wave came behind me and just demolished me.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't in the right spot.
The first time you've been demolished from behind.
And I was very mad, upset, because I knew the struggle that I was going to have to endure to get back out. But what I didn't realize was the wave was tumbling me. I was underwater. And then I was all calm. I can, not a flex, hold my breath for a while. Not that bad. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna come up for a breath. And then instead of breathing when I first came out, where a wave met my face, I just kind of was stunned and looked at it.
A wave shook hands with your face.
Yeah, and then so I got smacked by
punched it.
Another wave. And I still hadn't breathed. And then the panic set in.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, I really need to breathe now.
Yeah.
So I went, tried to swim up, just whitewashed so I wasn't really floating. And then I took a massive inhale in at the whitewash because I couldn't see. And like all I saw was white.
Yeah.
And then I finally made it to the surface, vomited.
Oh, you vomit?
Yeah. I didn't know that. I generally like shat. I was like, whoop, and then I was like just panic swimming up.
Yeah.
Got up, just like breathing. Like generally could have been the last day I lived on the earth. And then after that I went in. So I was like, there's no chance that's happening again. And then
you haven't been surfing much since.
I have actually. I was down south.
Well, we've had a lot of good times water sporting.
Oh yes, jet
remember
skis.
The jet skis in Walpole?
The jet skis.
Walpole.
Are we going to say that now? Or should we say that?
May as well go right into it.
Go right into it. The jet ski story.
The jet ski Walpole down south.
Yeah.
Southwest Australia.
Yeah, Walpole is a beautiful spot.
It's alright. It's full of inbreds.
Like 8 hours. It's like 8 hours down. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think so.
But it's all one family.
Yeah, it is all one family.
Intertwined.
They're all intertwined. They all love each other. Happy days. Lovely family. Just, they look a bit funny. But, yeah, so we were down south with a mate, Joel. And,
so we'll jet skiing in the river.
Yeah.
Zach had the jet ski. I'm on the back.
Well, it's more of an estuary, so you can actually, like, zip around.
Yeah. Our friends were in the boat.
Yeah.
We were bored of what they were doing.
Yeah, they were fishing.
So we wanted to... It opens up into a river mouth where you can get into the ocean.
Yeah.
So we fought our way through that.
Yeah.
Because it was like a little bit of waves breaking in it.
Yeah.
You were driving.
I was.
And then we get out, and it's like decent swell.
It was
nice decent swell.
It was good.
And I mean, we just cruised around for a bit, and then I think it clicked in our heads at the same time, like
we should jump some waves.
We're jumping the waves.
Yeah.
We have to jump these waves.
Yeah.
So we go back in. And we just started hitting it.
Started hitting waves.
And you go flying. You feel like Superman.
Oh, we did. Well, we did go flying. Cale eventually went flying.
Well, so what happened was we were doing it, and then like we swapped, and I started driving, and then like we're hitting the waves, just having an amazing time. Zach goes, you must have got like too confident, just hitting it, and you would go on a wave and just go flying up, and every time you're in the air, like your bum you come off the seat and you start flying a bit. I feel like I hit the Superman pose almost every time.
Yeah, probably.
And then this one...
We were getting some absolute air
yeah,
time.
and then this one,
I floored it.
He floored it. Massive wave.
And
we go flying up.
I did stuff it. It was my fault.
Yeah, well, I think you hit it on an angle.
I did.
We landed...
Last minute, the wave kind of like turned me a bit, and I just didn't fight it, and I kind of went with it. So we went off on a on an angle instead of going straight.
Yeah.
And
then we landed, and next thing I know,
Cale's in the water.
I am just smacking the water full force. And we weren't planning on going in the water. I was in like a full jumper.
Oh, it was quite funny.
And everything. And I just got destroyed in the water.
Well, my perspective was amazing because the jet ski kind of like turned on an angle as well. So like it was, I thought the jet ski was about to like tip sideways, and then I hit, and all I see is Cale fly next to me into the water.
Yeah,
just like from above.
And then I was stuck like deep ocean in the water.
Yeah.
Then you thought it was funny just to go around me a bit.
Yeah, I did. It was quite funny.
And then we get back on the jet ski. We get on. We go 50 meters away probably.
We did.
And we see a rock.
We see a rock.
A rock just in the middle of the ocean, sticking out.
Just a floating rock.
Just a little.
It was like a little pyramid, basically.
It was, basically.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we're looking at it going, that is a weird spot for a rock.
It is.
And then it just disappears.
And then a wave came, gone. Rock wasn't there. And we were like, well, this is a bit odd. And we were like, maybe a swell came. And
no, well, you were like, that's a dead whale.
Oh, yeah.
That is a dead whale.
I was pretty confident that it was a dead whale.
And then you were looking...
looked different. Because I was like, that's not a rock.
No.
Because we looked at it for a while.
Yeah.
And I was pretty convinced that it wasn't a rock because it looked weird. It was like leathery black.
It was.
Yeah. And then it disappeared.
It was just... Yeah.
And then I thought it was a dead whale.
And then it turns out... We saw it, then it started moving.
Yeah.
And then we realised...
This is actually incriminating us. You're not allowed to be on a motor vehicle like 100 meters or 300 meters from a whale.
Well, I think, if it's in this with the spirit of good fun, I think they let it.
Spirit of good fun. It was also the spirit of curiosity that we thought it was a rock, and then we also thought it was a dead whale.
Well, we thought it was a rock first.
Yeah, we did.
So we're like, what's that rock doing? And then we're like, oh, dead whale.
Yeah.
No, a live whale.
A live whale.
All in the spirit of good fun.
I know. And then
so it's not.
We realized it
you can't come for us. You cannot come for us. You can't come for people in the spirit of fun.
This is just a story. It might not be real.
Well, yeah. There's that as well.
There is that.
I think there's somewhere in the law where you can't come for people who are just having fun.
Exactly. In the good spirit.
And didn't know.
Yeah. That's also the thing. We didn't know.
You can't come for people who didn't know. I think that's somewhere in the law.
I don't know about that.
I think it's in there.
Yeah, it might be. But basically, the whale then
started moving.
It surfaced.
What whale? It was a massive whale.
It was a humpback.
Humpback. Yeah.
And then it went
one of the big ones.
Basically, it went long ways.
Yeah, it's one of the biggies.
Floated up, and we saw it, and we got pretty close to it because we thought it was dead.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, look at it, like this is sick. Like, and by the way, this whale was chilling in the middle of the swell.
Yeah.
Like waves were coming, and it was like really odd. It was just a weird spot.
It was vertical.
Yeah, it was vertical when we first saw it.
And
then, whoa.
Wow.
It's a bit windy, isn't it?
A ghost. Poltergeist.
Has it been doing that the whole time?
I have no idea.
Maybe we should put a bag on it. Oh, we can't. Survive, please. But so then it went long ways, and then we eventually saw it breathe. And that's when we knew it was an alive whale.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, we're a bit close here.
Ooh.
Maybe we should go away from the whale.
I was worried it was going to like flick us with its tail.
Yeah, it was scary because it kept on submerging.
Yeah.
And then we just thought it was from the water. Yeah, and then emerging. And then it was weird. But then also, the final time that we were looking at the whale, because we were mesmerized, it was quite a nice experience, I must say.
Yeah.
It's quite majestic. A massive set came in.
Oh, and we almost got taken out.
And we almost got absolutely destroyed.
About that. So we were staring at the whale, going like, wow, what a beauty. Look at this thing. What a whale.
I remember
and then we turn around.
To my right, and this like almost fully formed wave is about to smack us.
Is about to break onto us on the jet ski. And we would have stacked it onto the whale.
Oh, 100%. I genuinely think like we would have been stuffed. Like the beach was pretty far out as well.
Yeah.
And then the jet ski would have died. No chance of getting that thing back. Yeah. It was like in the middle of the swell.
We would have had to live off the whale.
Yeah. And then I remember I floored it.
Like in Avatar. I would have become friends with the whale.
We could have been friends with the whale. But basically we floored it, coasted the wave, which was scary as, and then got out of it. And then we, then we decided, we've been out here for a while.
Let's head back in.
Yeah, and it had been like 3 to 2 hours.
Oh, it had
been ages.
We got carried away.
Yeah, we got way too carried away.
As we said, it was a spirit of good fun. We were just 2 boys having fun on a jet ski.
And then we were
it was probably about 3.5 hours we were out.
And we didn't have our phones on
We didn't have our phones. We didn't have
we had no way to contact our friends.
I remember when we went to head back in, we got back to like the river mouth.
And we started talking about it.
Huh?
I remember we were talking about it. We were like, we've been gone for
we're talking
ages.
about. No, but do you remember? So the swell kind of picked up a bit, and it was sketchy heading back in.
It was sketchy.
And where it met with the river, it kind of created like a vortex in the thing. And all I remember is seeing, we were just driving through, about to go, and a seal jumps out at us. Do you remember that?
No.
A seal jumped out at us, like as we were driving in back into the river.
Oh.
And then we went back and
then we were met by a furious friend that almost called life.
We were sea rescue.
On
we
us.
were going out. We were driving back as they were driving out to fight, and it was getting dark.
And he was pissed.
I think it was getting dark.
He was very upset.
Yeah,
which is fair enough because I'm also an idiot, and he knows that.
Yeah, you are.
And he knows that I like jumping waves, so he probably thought we were dead.
Oh,
Timber! Sorry about that. Thank you for listening to the episode.
Episode 1, baby.
Sorry for the abrupt ending.
The wind took out the camera.
And then it broke, and now we have to buy a new setup. So we'll be back.
Episode 2.
Bye.
Stay tuned.
Cale
Zack Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Podcast.